Hi everyone, my name is Andrea LaFlamme and I am a writing candidate for U.S. Senate running for Susan Collins' seat. So you might think, well, I don't really know who she is. I bet you have heard of me. I am the person who chalked in front of Susan Collins' house back in 2022. So it should come as no surprise that the person who chalked is actually a teacher. I use chalk all the time in my day job. And I could sit here and talk to you all about the current state of things, which we know is quite terrible. But instead, I think it's important that I tell you about myself, who I am, and why I think I'm the best candidate for this job. As I mentioned, I'm a teacher. I teach public health courses at Eastern Maine Community College in Bangor and also at the University of Maine in Orono, where I'm a member of the Department of Women and Gender Studies. As an adjunct professor, I've been teaching students for the past 13 years. And in that time, I've seen the students coming into my class struggling more and more. And it's not because they're not trying hard, it's because there are so many systems stacked against them. So I'm here to represent them. I'm here to represent all of us within the working class because we need a champion in DC. Now, not only am I a teacher, but I'm a public health expert. I went to school to get my master's degree in public health, and I think that we have way too many lawyers and business people in DC. What we need are health experts. What we need are teachers. What we need are advocates for the people who bring education and expertise to those positions. As an adjunct professor, I'm also in my second term as chapter president for my union. I represent adjunct professors at all of Maine's community colleges. I'm the only elected union leader in this race. I'm a lifelong advocate. I was the youngest president of the board in the history of the Mabel Wadsworth Women's Health Center back when I was 27. And in that role, I worked to expand their services to offer care for trans individuals. I've also served on the board of a local nonprofit, Hope for Homeless, working to support homeless folks. I worked for the Bangor Municipal Health Department and for Good Shepherd Food Bank. So being an advocate is truly in my blood. And I've been on the ground, I've been fighting for Mainers and Americans for my whole life, and now I want to take that fight to DC. Thank you.
We'll take two questions. Seeing none. Thank you. Oh, Mike.
Can I ask a question? Do I need to be at the microphone to do it?
Yeah, come on up.
Come on up, yeah. We're going to share the microphone.
Perfect.
Okay?
I love it.
Right.
I love it.
And just say who you are.
Yeah, Mike Gray. I'm currently in the state legislature
Oh.
as a Democrat. Yeah, and I wanted to ask you, let's imagine the crystal ball thing. You're a senator now down in DC.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think is the proper practical relationship between those of us in Augusta? I may be one of them. I may not be, depending upon the election. And our representatives like yourself.
Sure. I mean, I think
I'm going to go sit down.
Sure, that's fine.
Thanks.
I think there really has to be a great dialogue, not just between federal lawmakers and state lawmakers, but also just between constituents, right, and the people. And my frustration, as I'm sure it has been your frustration in the state legislature, is that our federal officials just are not listening to us. Right, and so that was what led me to chalking in front of Susan Collins' house, was because she had never held a town hall, and I knew that my voice was being heard. That day, when she erased my chalk, when she called Public Works in the middle of the night to come wash it away, I knew that not only did she not want to hear my voice, but she wanted to silence me, and she wants to silence all of us. Now, I plan to, as a senator, host many town halls. I don't know what the number is, but I can tell you right now, as a candidate, I'm currently hosting 2 town halls a week virtually, which really opens it up to anybody and everybody who can sign on. So if you go to my website, andreaformaine.com, right on the first page there is a calendar. I am holding town halls Sunday morning, I just had one this morning, and Friday evenings. And so I hope that also speaks to the communication style that I have and the amount of open dialogue that I want to exist both with constituents and with state legislatures.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
One more question, or can we let Andrea sit down? Because she's pretty busy with her town halls and everything else.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
Andrea LaFlamme. Yep, and I'm running as a writing candidate. I put some cards out on the front table along with stickers and bracelets so you can remember how to spell my name when you go to the ballot box.
Andrea, I just got your postcard in the mail.
Oh,
last
thank
night,
you.
So they're working.
Yeah, I send thank you postcards out to all, I've sent them out to all donors and most of the folks who have signed my petition. So in the last month, I think I've sent out over 200 handwritten postcards. I think gratitude is really important for me in my campaign. So thank you, Charlie. Thank you again.
Linda Monroe, Belfast. So I'm curious, with ranked choice voting,
Yeah.
Have you thought about whether or not your supporters should be suggested a second or third choice in how you want to approach that? I'd be curious.
So for me personally, I'm ranking myself first, and then I plan to rank David Costello second. Of the candidates in this race, he has been the most welcoming, the kindest. I mean, all of us have very similar platforms, it seems, but for me, David would be my second choice.
Thank you.
Part of that also has to do with the fact that, you know, I oppose Citizens United. I think we need to get big money out of politics, and the way to send that message is to put our support behind candidates that don't have multi-million-dollar campaigns, right? So myself, David, you know, we're running lean campaigns, and any support that you give us sends the message to the wealthy elite that they don't have the control over the elections that they think they do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.